World War II was not just a war between nations. It was a global catastrophe that reshaped humanity forever. Entire continents were pulled into a conflict driven by fear, ambition, and the hunger for power. By the time it ended, the world would never be the same again. The war began in 1939, when Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. In a single decisive strike, Europe was plunged into chaos. What many believed would be a short conflict quickly spiraled into the deadliest war in human history. More than 30 nations would be drawn into the fighting. Over 60 million lives would be lost. Germany did not arrive at war by accident. After World War I, the nation was humiliated, economically broken, and socially divided. Unemployment soared. Inflation destroyed savings. Hope faded. From this desperation, Adolf Hitler rose to power, promising restoration, strength, and national pride. Millions believed him. The world hesitated. By the time action was taken, it was almost too late. Within months, German forces swept across Europe. Norway fell. Belgium collapsed. The Netherlands surrendered. France, once a military giant, fell with shocking speed. Europe was burning. Only Britain remained. Night after night, German bombers filled the skies. Cities burned. Sirens echoed through the darkness. This relentless air campaign became known as the Battle of Britain. Against overwhelming odds, Britain endured, and Britain did not surrender. In 1941, the war expanded beyond Europe. Without warning, Japanese forces launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. In a single morning, the United States was pulled into the conflict. Overnight, World War II became truly global. The fighting spread across the world. In the Pacific, soldiers battled through dense jungles and island strongholds. In North Africa, armies clashed beneath the scorching desert sun. On the Eastern Front, soldiers fought and froze amid ruined cities and endless snow. War spared no land and no people. Meanwhile, one of the darkest crimes in human history unfolded: the Holocaust. 6 million Jewish men, women, and children were systematically murdered in concentration camps. Entire families vanished. Entire communities were erased. The full scale of this horror would not be understood until the war was nearly over. Slowly, the tide of war began to turn. At Stalingrad, German forces were trapped and defeated in brutal house-to-house fighting. In the Pacific, the Battle of Midway shattered Japan's naval power. For the first time, Axis forces were pushed back. On June 6, 1944, the Allies launched the largest amphibious invasion in history. D-Day. Thousands of soldiers stormed the beaches of Normandy under relentless fire. Many never made it off the sand. But the invasion succeeded, opening the path to liberate Europe. By April 1945, the war in Europe was nearing its end. Berlin lay in ruins. Adolf Hitler was dead. Germany surrendered. The nightmare that began in Europe was finally over, but the war was not yet finished. In August 1945, 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The devastation was instant and unimaginable. Japan surrendered shortly after. World War II had ended. The world was saved, but forever changed. From the ashes of destruction, a new global order emerged, shaped by sacrifice, memory, and loss. And the lessons of this war remain, reminding humanity of the true cost of conflict.